looking a little bit Rudolphy at the moment. I've just been having a bit of a sneezing situation because it is my hay fever season and it's just suddenly decided to get me. It is the night before Brighton SEO and I thought it would be really fun, she says, but it would make sure that I pack my bag properly if we did it together. And although I'm only going for the day, there are some things which I always have to have when I go to Brighton, and if I don't take them, I'm not going to get the best out of it. So I thought I would do a little pack my bag with me and an introduction to this vlog, because I filmed a few bits, but this is the first time I've actually spoken to the camera in this little vlog. So hello. Freelance life is busy at the moment, which is so good and really promising, making me feel really motivated, really exciting. And the next few weeks looking into the summer are looking really exciting, and Brighton SEO is part of that. I've actually spoken there a few times. I'm not speaking on this occasion, but it's a conference I go to time and time again. I've been going, honestly, I think the first time I went was 2016. I've been going for nearly 10 years. That's actually crazy. So I've had a lot of practice at packing a bag, whether it's if I'm staying overnight or if I'm just going for the day. So this is the bag that I'll be taking. This is my precious Kipling bag. It's one of their sort of tote bag ones. This is my go-to work bag. I used to use this as my day-to-day bag before I went freelance. It's got loads of pockets. If you've not had Kipling before, you need to get Kipling because their pocket game is just... It's got a lovely big laptop section in there and then two big areas for all your bits and bobs. One thing I do need is my glasses, because I will be working on my laptop and I'll be taking notes and I'll be on my phone and I'll be looking at the screen, and it's going to be a long day, so I definitely need my glasses. Bear with me in a minute while I just unpack some of these things I don't need. This is actually really good time to do this. Do you ever look through your bag and just question, why have you been carrying around so much unnecessary stuff? I'm basically making a quick pile of things that I will need and things that I don't need. There's a couple of good things I need. This light is so bright, but I'm gonna film this earlier and I've just been editing videos, so I haven't done it. And now it's quite late actually. Right, do I need these things? I do need those and that. What's in there? Nothing. I think that is everything I need. The bag is empty. Now sometimes try not to take too much because you will be carrying around a bag all day. The conference centre used to have a cloakroom, but I've seen emails this time saying that they're not going to have a cloakroom, I believe, so you've got to go somewhere else in the city, which I'm not staying overnight, so it's not really going to impact me, but I have made use of that before if I've had my rolly suitcase. Anyway, first things first, I take my laptop. Now sometimes I feel really conflicted about taking my laptop because it is a little bit heavier, but I have found in all of the times that I've been, I actually do like having it on me. Sometimes work will come up that I just want to deal with there and then. It's not really the place. If you're going to a conference, you want to make sure you're focusing on the conference, but these things happen. But also I do like taking notes. And I was saying this, I was actually talking to my mum about this the other day. I've had some of my best ideas at Brighton before. It must just be being in that place surrounded by lots of people and all the ideas and just the vibe. So it's good to have a laptop to write down said ideas, whether it be a talk idea, a career path change, client work, you name it. Now I actually, controversially, I'm not going to take my laptop charger. Will she regret it? The laptop charger is just as heavy as laptop, if not worse, and it's really bulky. And although I'm planning on being on this a bit, I don't think I'm going to be on this so much that the battery is going to die. And I'm actually not going to put it in my bag until I leave in the morning, because I'm going to leave this on charge overnight and then make sure I've got it. But laptop. Next thing on the topic of chargers and all of that side of things, portable chargers. Now mine is a mess. This is absolutely necessary. My phone, bless it, I was looking around, I'm filming on it, doesn't hold a charge for that long, especially when I'm at a conference, because for me, I'm getting the train there, so I'm going to be on my phone whether it's listening to something, reading something, for about 2 hours before I've even got to the conference. So I reckon when I get there, my phone will be about half battery. So I am taking a portable charger. How much has this got? This is actually at full charge. Fantastic. That can go straight in. This is a semi-broken one. I'm actually not going to take that. I would recommend Anchor. Both of mine are Anchor. This one's a lot older and is temperamental, but I bought a new one and that one I've had no problems with. This one I actually think is charged and the lights don't work, but that's another story for another day. Gonna take my purse. Have I got my ID? Might need it. It's always good to have these things. Where is it? Yes, I've got my ID. Have I got my bank? Yeah, I've got my... I need to get train tickets in the morning. I tried to go to the States. I've ordered them online for collection. Tried to collect them today and there was something going on at my train station, roadworks. I couldn't stop, I was in the car. Anyway, next thing is glasses. So I've already talked about the amount that I'm going to be on a screen, whether it's near, far. So glasses are essential. I have forgotten them before and it's just made me so tired. And because we're by the sea, I'm also going to take my sunnies, because even if it's not sunny, it's so bright and the conference is right on the seafront. I actually haven't checked the weather for tomorrow in terms of, is it going to be sunny? Is it not? But I will take my sunglasses, and I think, I don't know what I'm going to wear. I could do a whole video on practical clothes to wear to Brighton, because been there, done that, know my favourite coat to wear to Brighton and everything. Not that I'm planning on wearing that tomorrow. I'm really loving, just as a tangent here, I'm really loving the greens and pink at the moment, and I've just found, normally I get a bit funny with spring outfits because I'm normally a winter girly. This year I'm very much a spring girly and we're loving the green. No matter when you go, try not to wear clothes that are too warm, because although it might be quite brisk, if it's a bit miserable, if it's a bit rainy, and it is near the sea so it'll be windy, once you're in the conference centre and you've been sat there, it's pretty warm, it's pretty toasty. So as much as I love this cardigan, probably won't be taking it. I think I'm going to wear some red trousers, some comfy shoes, some trainers. Am I going down the green route or the pink route? So these are the really important questions. I think I might go down the green route and coordinate my shoes, and I might wear a hat, which I don't normally do, but I'm in a real hat phase at the moment. Or no, because I've got a pink pair of trainers, but they're not very good if I'm marching down to the seafront and then back up again. No, I'm gonna go for a green outfit, greenish. Maybe I will wear this cardigan. No, do you know what? I've actually done that. I've actually worn this to Brighton and I was really quite it. Anyway, I digress. Essentials for me are tissues, because she's a hay fever girly, need plenty. I also take this little bag which is full of hay fever medicine, painkillers, sanitary towels. It's basically, I am a walking pharmacy, because this time of year my hay fever is awful. I just want to be prepared. I don't want to have to make a dash to Boots while I'm there. I also keep, this isn't Brighton specific, but I've got some Bonjela floating around in my handbag, and I'm going to throw that back in there. Blister plaster, again, hopefully shouldn't need them, but just in case. Brighton is not somewhere where I'd want to be stuck without, because once you're there, you get off the train, you want to get there, you want to be involved, you don't want to have to dash to Boots. Boots isn't far from a conference venue. I have been there and done it before, where I've had to go and get some painkillers, because there's been a couple of times where I've not felt too great there. But it's just faff. And when you're going to the conference, I just want to either be going to the conference or to one of the venues that are hosting something else involved with it, whether it's a lunch or one of the parties, whatever. I'm also going to take my inhaler. She's a hay fever girly. Haven't had to use this for 2 years, and probably it is out of date technically. I'm really wheezy with this bout of hay fever as well, so thriving. I am going to take an umbrella. It's not very practical. Let's just be honest, it's not practical if it rains. I don't think it is going to rain. I'm 99% sure it's not going to rain tomorrow in Brighton, but given my potential outfit choices, I don't think they're waterproof, so I'd rather have something rather than nothing. Here, then some essentials. I'm going to pack my hairbrush. It's by the sea, it's windy, my hair's going to go whoosh. I am going to take these things, a key, which is not the important. I'm going to take my AirPods and my loops and some wired earbuds. Wired are in case my AirPods run out of charge. They are actually charged, so very unlikely, but just in case. but I take my AirPods either for the train or in case I need to take a call, or it's just kind of the what if situations. It means that I'm prepared. And then I take my loops. This is mostly, again, similar, either if I need to get on with some work and I just need to zone out, or I actually quite like wearing loops on the train on the way in home. Sometimes, don't know if anyone else feels like this, instead of listening to a podcast or music on the train, especially after a conference where I'm feeling quite overstimulated, I like to just block everything out. So I'm taking those because then I'll just be at peace. And then the other main things are hand sanitizer. This is one of the most important things. There's going to be a lot of people in confined spaces and germs are a thing, so I will be a sanitizing queen. I don't care that it's faff to get it out, and then I'd rather be safe than sorry. And then lip balm, because obviously that is all my essentials. I will take my phone, which you are currently my phone, and yeah, my laptop, which I'm going to charge overnight. But otherwise, they are the main things. My other recommendations are to think about your outfit choices. It's a very casual event. You don't need to turn up in full corporate work gear. People are mostly in jeans and shirts, that kind of vibe. And it's also by the sea. I always am considerate of my footwear because you will do a lot of steps while you're there, and judge the temperature as best as you can. So you want to be warm because it is by the sea, and if it's a rough day, if it's windy, if it's rainy, you do want to be warm. But if it's not, know that you're probably going to get quite warm. So this cardigan is not the best attire, but doesn't it just the green? I just love the green. Anyway, I'm going to check back in with you tomorrow. I don't know how much talking I'm actually going to do to camera, to the vlog, whilst I'm there. But here is my bag, all ready to go. I put my laptop in there just now. That's really silly, I'm going to forget to charge it. I've literally been working on it all evening, so let's get that out. But I will catch some snippets and then check back in either in the middle of the day or on the way home or after the fact. And I'm going to keep vlogging. So as I said at the beginning of this video, freelance life is pretty exciting at the moment, and I've started to build up a bit, and I've got some exciting things that I actually want to show you guys. And I think it's a really nice way of talking about what it's like to be a fairly newbie freelancer and have some things to show you which are quite cool to document, because I have to admit, for the first 6 weeks or so, most of my day in the life or the vlogs that I did were just me sat at my laptop doing tippity-tapping, typing away, let's say it like that instead, moving from area to area within my house. Will I sit at the table? Will I sit at my desk? Brighton's really fun, so I wanted to document that. Then on Friday, I've got a really exciting client meeting. On Saturday, I'm helping somebody with their socials. And from about this time of the year, definitely for the next couple of months or so, there's quite a few interesting pockets. So see this as a bit of a trial, and I think it's a really nice way for me to document it, but also talk about early freelance life, and also talk a little bit about what it's like being a social media consultant. So bye lads, bye for now gang. Gosh, it's bright up close, isn't it? Wow. And I'll see you guys at the conference. Good morning. I am struggling. I'm a very hay fever girly. Oh, let's pop you like that. You actually not see me, can you? I'll pop you there. It's a bit better. I'm an extremely hay fever girly today, and I was yesterday as well. And yesterday I went to Brighton SEO. It was amazing. You've just watched that. But this morning, quite exciting, I've got a social media content discovery session in person with a client. So I thought it'd be really fun to show you some of the prep that I'm going to do, because basically I've written out questions and things that I want to ask, but I'm going to make it interactive, and we've got some post-it notes and pens, and I just want to write a few titles out before I leave basically. But before that, I'm going to try this. which is it's matcha latte in a bottle. And I love matcha. I don't think I've got any of the powder in at the moment. So when I saw that this was in the shop, I thought I'm going to try that because I really enjoy matcha. And I think this will, make me feel better. Am I supposed to shake it, first of all? You know what, it doesn't actually say, unless I'm blind. Well, I think I shook it a bit when I was talking. So let's see. Ooh. It's with almond, so it's dairy free, which I don't mind. Literally just started going back to dairy after, I don't know if I like this. Let's try this together. That's a matcha latte. Do you know what it tastes like? Actually, it doesn't taste like matcha. To me, it tastes like white chocolate, like milky bar. Weird. Well, it goes with my outfit. It's not really a bad thing that it tastes like chocolate, but it's just not what I was expecting. So let me have a hay fever tablet and then we'll get cracking on some prep for this meeting, and then we'll go. And I'm not going to film, maybe I will film a little bit whilst I am in the meeting, but not talking to camera because I just don't think that's appropriate. But let's go. Right, we're here. Hello guys. So the preparation for this meeting is going to involve lots of post-it notes and pens. Very exciting. I think it's really good for these types of things to be as interactive as possible, and there are ways to do it digitally, and I would do it in that way for some clients using a Canva whiteboard. That's my favourite way of doing it. This still tastes like white chocolate, by the way. However, this particular client are very local to me, and so it's actually a really lovely excuse to be able to do this kind of thing in person and get the actual post-it notes out, isn't it? Can you tell? I've got post-it notes galore. It's probably terrible audio. Got pens. I feel like that's not shut properly. It's because it hasn't. And then I've got these bigger ones as well. So the plan, I've got a few categories. I'll do it now, I'll stop talking. The plan is to have a few categories, which will be on these. I've then got these big whiteboards, which you can see behind me, which are not actually a whiteboard, but they're just like a foam board, which will act as a place to stick the post-it notes to, because then it means I will be taking pictures anyway of the boards before I take them back in my car, but it just means I can transport it easily and move things around and everyone can see what's going on. So the steps, do the categories. I feel like I'm at school. Any pens that come in this kind of case, literally may as well be at school. We are gonna have, which way do these go? Audiences, leave it on there. Current strategy, social media content, competitors. I got that right, competitors. And then the last one is content creation. Love that for me. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my only other thing to really consider is how to space them out. So I've got 2 boards. Let's have a think. Here's a board I found earlier. I am actually thinking that for some of these, we have 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need one for goals. I had 6 and then 3 per thing. That's actually fine. Can't believe I just didn't write down goals. Please have goals. So I will be taking this. How long have I got? I've got about actually half an hour, 40 minutes before I need to pack up. So I think I'm going to spend a little more time just refining the questions that I want to ask. I might stick these on. I've just got a fear that I'm going to stick them onto the board, and then between my house, my car and the meeting, they're going to fly off the boards, which is why I haven't unstuck them yet, because I think maybe that's actually safest. And also sometimes post-it notes can lose their stick a little bit, and I just don't want them to do that before the meeting. But the idea is that these will just be in the middle of the table. Everyone can pick and choose pens, and as I go through each step, it's basically going to be one huge ideation, anything goes. And this is really going to help me get to know the client in terms of me helping to build their strategy out and then working on their social media content as well, because there was literally no point in trying to do that on a whim and just guessing. This is all part of the research that comes before that. So I will check in with you guys later. Hi gang. I realised yesterday I did all the exciting things and then I never actually came back to the vlog to tell you how it went. And it went so well. You can see in the background. I won't show you exactly what they say, but it was a very productive workshop. Now I've got lots and lots of plans for the strategy, which right now when I'm filming it's a Saturday, so I'm going to be working on that on Monday. But today is quite exciting because I'm going to help a friend who I've been doing some social stuff for, who is starting her own coffee business. She bought a horse box, she's completely converted it into a coffee shop basically, and she's going out, I think this is the first time, to serve coffee today. So I'm going along with her, we're gonna film some stuff, I'm gonna have to try a coffee, and it's a nice Saturday morning activity. So I'm gonna take you along with me. Also wearing my new leopard print trousers today, which I'm obsessed with. But I will take you along with me. Oh my goodness, look at my hair. So we have actually just finished up for the day filming, just in the car, going through the car wash as a treat for fun. It's been so busy. I'm going to do a proper debrief once we're home properly, but we have got so much content for Sip and Sando and lots of content for me, for you to see what freelance life is like at the moment, some of the things I've been working on, and hopefully a sign of more things to come as well. So it's a bit more exciting to watch rather than me just typing away at my laptop all the time, because I feel like certainly for the first 6 weeks or so that's what I was doing, which is a big part of it, and I would never want people to think that it's fun every day, but there's more to it than that. Hello gang, this is me. It's been a few hours actually since we came back. Since we finished filming, I have uploaded all of the footage, so that's all done. It's looking really good. There's lots and lots of editing to be done, including this vlog, which I need to get on with quite promptly, because I have a habit with my own content. I film it and it doesn't come out and see the light of day until about 6 weeks later. But I think this little weekly vlog has been really fun. It's been fun for me to create, and also, like I said earlier on, it's been really fun this week because I've had interesting things to show you, and it makes, not a change, I suppose it does make a change, but like I said, I'm really enjoying documenting, going freelance, why I like it, why for me that was the right decision to give up corporate social media life and have the opportunity to do some things on my own terms and that I just never would have done as part of my day-to-day. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I plan on doing more weekly vlogs. I think I prefer doing them weekly. I tried doing just a daily vlog, which you can always check out if you would like. But I think I prefer doing them weekly. It's a bit more manageable. And then also it means that if I do have a day, because they do have to happen, where I am just at my laptop, heads down, getting on with some really sort of written work, then we can gloss over that. We can acknowledge it happened, but we can know that there's the fun things in between that I can tell you about. Just before I go, this vlog started properly with me doing a what's in my bag for Brighton SEO chat, and I thought, let's return to where we began, my friends, because today I had a bit of a kit bag situation because we were filming. My favourite bag, and I don't know if I just talked about the bag or if I actually said, the bag that I had the other day to Brighton was a Kipling bag, and the bags that I used today were Kipling bags. I love Kipling. Let's talk about bags and how I love them. All of my bags, I think, are Kipling, and I have had these two in particular, literally, I think I've had, this was my first ever Kipling bag, which, no joke, I've had since I was about 10. Hence why they all come with the gorillas, which are so cute. And this one's actually got a little bubby. But I've got 2 Eeyore key rings on there because they go with the colour scheme. This was so handy. So this has actually had another lease of life because of its size. It's perfect for keeping a phone and little bits and bobs in it. So when we were out today filming, I was able, in fact here is my microphone, my portable little mini mic, and the attachment for my phone. I kept a lens cap in here, and I had another phone on me as well for content, and it fits perfectly. And I had my portable charger in here at one point. This is really handy because it's small and you can't be without it. I then took this one, which is actually, it's a Mary Poppins bag. I can fit so much in here. This was for some of my more, this is basically my handbag and more kit. So in here, what have I still got in here? I've got normal handbaggy things. I've got some hand sanitizer, lip balm, tissues, because what's the theme? Hay fever. So much hay fever. I also then have portable charger, which I've not put away properly because I was using it. And I needed this. My phone, which I'm filming on right now, was struggling to keep up with the demand, but I use this a lot. It's still got, I don't know if you can see, it's still got 3 out of 4. So really recommend this if you're looking for a portable charger. It's also not too heavy. I know I said I've got another one which is a bit temperamental, but this one serving me very well. Got the charging cable and the cable. I then got my old phone because this was really handy. This phone, it's an old iPhone. It thinks it's Tuesday the 7th of November. It's really not. It's, what is the actual date today? The 12th of April, 2025. This literally got out of a drawer yesterday because I thought, you know what? The camera on here, this is an iPhone 10, but it was great. We basically just popped it up and did a time lapse for ages on it, and then forget. And actually the battery on this survived. This has still got 69% on it. So I am pleasantly surprised, and that was really handy, just having another thing to film on. I have a cereal bar. I've also got like a lens wipe in here, and do you know what I didn't take out with me? Didn't take any money. I just had my phone to tap if I needed to. I love this bag. This is normally, if I just want a few bits, I'd normally take this out anyway, but it was really good to double up as another place to put kit. Especially, what I will say is the portable charger, which comes in this bag like that. A little bit tall for this one, so it was quite handy when I wasn't using it. It was just in here, and both of them were there. So I thought it was just nice to recap on what I took out with me. I love these because they've got so many compartments, and it just made today really, really, minimal faff, which is what I like. So yeah, as I said, hope you enjoyed my first weekly vlog in freelance life. I'm going to be doing this more and talking a bit about how I'm feeling doing freelance, what I want to do less of, the highs, the lows, the everything in between. And if you've got any questions, please do tell me. And oh, please, if you are based in southeast London, give me a shout, because Sip and Sando coffee is delicious. I was very, 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 very caffeinated earlier because obviously had to try some. So I had a hot coffee and then I had an iced coffee. It was delicious, but wow, the buzz, it was so, so good. So that's all from me. Thanks for watching if you made it this far, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.